everybody, I am so glad you're here, especially because today we are beginning a brand new series. We are going to be going through the book of Proverbs. So, before we begin, I want you guys all to stand up on your feet because we're going to be transitioning into worship time, okay? So, let's give our praises to the Lord.
It says to me, it tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how JESUS came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, oh. I'm reading my B-I-B-L-E, and this is what it says to me. It tells me that I'm never ever alone. I'm learning how J-E-S-U-S came down to us and gave his best. Without a doubt, the best friend you'll ever know. Our God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, whoa. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. God knows exactly what I need, so I remember this. Let's go! When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. When you ask, he cares. When you seek, he's there. When you knock, 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 God opens up the door. Oh, you opened up the door. You opened up the door. Oh,
It is traditions time, and today we have a brand new verse from Proverbs. I'm really excited to get to know this one with you. It is one of my favorite verses, so let's say it all together. Here we go. Trust in the Lord with all your heart. Do not depend on your own understanding. Seek his will in all you do, and he will show you which path to take. Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. So, since yesterday was the 4th of July, I thought that it would be really fun for you to wear anything red, white, and or blue and say your remember verse and send it to me. The phone number is 909-767-9314, and I can't wait to see you in all of your festive gear saying the new Proverbs verse.
Psalms, Proverbs, and parables too. We're talking about the wisdom here for you. Every book, every page, every storyline, for poetry, history, inspired divine. Wisdom for life, for every day. Wisdom for your soul as you're making your way through the tough times. You gotta trust your God. Through the good times, you gotta trust your God. Main man David had a son, the chosen one to rule the kingdom. Had a lot of fun, gained some wisdom. The mighty, mighty King Solomon. God offered him a gift, any wish, any need, but he asked,
Make me wise to help me lead.
a man famous for his wisdom worldwide.
I'm reading his proverbs to walk on the wise side.
Psalms, proverbs, and parables too. We're talking about the wisdom here for you. Every book, every page, every storyline of poetry, history, inspired divine. Wisdom for life, for every day. Wisdom for your soul as you're making your way
Through the tough times,
You gotta trust your God.
through the good times,
You gotta trust your God. Some proverbs you understand from the start.
like to trust in the Lord with all of your heart.
While others take a little longer.
Like a dog throwing up, now that makes you ponder.
But if you take the time and apply your mind,
So much knowledge and wisdom your heart will
so
find.
read it often and watch your life grow.
As God waters the seed of wisdom you sow.
Psalms, proverbs, and parables too. We're talking about the wisdom here for you. Every book, every page, every storyline of poetry, history, inspired divine. Wisdom for life, for every day. Wisdom for your soul as you're making your way
Through the tough times,
You gotta trust your God.
through the good times,
You gotta trust your God.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to Bible Trivia. We have Caden here, our returning champion, who is going to see if he can continue to defend his title. So, for the first part of this game show, we are going to be featuring Proverbs.
Proverbs.
Yes.
Okay.
So, I will read a statement, and it may or may not be a proverb in the Bible. Caden, you
Yes.
will run in and tell me if it is in the Bible or it's not.
All right.
All right, so are we ready with our first one?
All right, hit me.
All right, a bowl of vegetables with someone you love is better than steak with someone you hate.
A bowl of vegetables? A bowl of steak?
Uh-huh.
This doesn't sound like a proverb. This is not a proverb.
Oh, it is. Nice try, Caden, but I'm sorry, Proverbs 15:7 states in the Bible about a bowl of vegetables.
I didn't know that.
All right,
I
well,
gotta try harder. I gotta win my title back.
okay, let's see if this next one will stump Caden or not. Better to tie the lace of a shoe than trip and fall on your face. Proverbs or made up?
Now that's made up.
You are correct, Caden. Nice job.
Thank you.
All right, so here's our next one. Don't go to your neighbor's home very often. If they see too much of you, they'll hate you.
That's actually pretty smart. I think that is a proverb. That sounds like a very biblical idea.
You are correct, sir.
All right, 2 out of 3.
Proverbs 25:17. Nice job.
And I'll remember not to visit my neighbor's house every single day.
That's right.
Might get annoying.
Yeah. All right, and to wrap up the last final question,
If I get this one, do I win?
you win this segment. Yeah. Here we go. Never judge an app by its icon.
They didn't have apps in the Bible.
You are correct. That was not in the Bible. Well, Caden, I want to say nice job for our first section of Proverbs Trivia.
Thank you.
We are going to take a quick break, and when we return, we'll have more Bible Trivia. See you in a moment. Welcome back to Bible Trivia, where we are going to see if Caden can remain the champion of this game. This section is going to be all on Bible Trivia, not just Proverbs, but the Bible.
Okay.
All right.
I'm ready.
Are you ready?
I am ready.
You've got your buzzer? Okay, here we go. The first one. This man ruled over all of Israel, day in, day out. He led the people, settled disputes, and set decrees. It was a big responsibility. He showed love for the Lord by obeying the laws his father David had taught him. One night, God appeared to him in a dream and said, "Ask for anything you want, and I will give it to you." Yes, Caden.
Is it King Solomon?
Congratulations for 100 points. Nice job. All right, get ready for the next one. Here we go. When did King Solomon say this quote? "You have been very kind to my father David. You have given him a son to sit on his throne this day. I am very young and know so little about being a leader, and I know I must rule your chosen people. Please make me wise and teach me the difference between right and wrong. Then I will know who to lead your people."
Is it when King Solomon asked God for wisdom?
Correct. An additional 200 points.
Yes.
For a total of 300. Caden is on a roll. Let's see if he can continue this amazing display. Here we go. This one, you need to fill in the blank.
Ooh, okay.
So listen closely. "Solomon," God replied, "I'm pleased that you asked for wisdom. You could have asked to live a long time or be rich, or you could have asked for your enemies to be destroyed. Instead, you asked for blank to make right decisions. So I'll make you blank than anyone who has ever lived." Yes, Caden!
There's actually 2 blanks there.
Yes,
the
there
first
are.
one was wisdom and the second is wiser.
Very nicely done.
How am I doing so far?
You are doing an amazing job with a total of 500 points.
Write that
And
right
we
down.
are
There we go.
going to get to the last question. Are you ready?
Is this like a daily double?
It is a daily double, exactly. Here we go. Tell me who this man was.
All right.
This man went on to write most of the books of Proverbs, which is full of verses like, "Get wisdom and get understanding. It is much better to get wisdom than gold. Trust in the Lord with all your heart." He was known as the wisest king that ever lived, and God gave him wisdom and great insight, as measureless as the sand on the seashore. People of all nations came to listen to his wisdom.
Is it King Solomon again?
It is King Solomon. Congratulations with $1,000. Caden has done it again.
I can buy a new tie.
Yes, you can.
Thank
a couple
you.
of ties, I think.
Well, you're getting some cheap ties.
All right, you guys, thank you so much for tuning in to Bible Trivia. And just remember, if there are times that you are unsure, you don't know what to do, you can pray to God and ask Him to give you guidance and wisdom, just like King Solomon. And now at this break, check out the video to recap what we've learned today.
King Solomon ruled over all of Israel, day in, day out. It was a big responsibility. Solomon showed his love for the Lord. He did it by obeying the laws his father David had taught him. One night, God appeared to Solomon in a dream and said, "Ask for anything you want me to give you." What? Just imagine for a moment, what would you say to that? Now, let's see what Solomon said. "I'm very young and know so little about being a leader, and now I must rule your chosen people. Please make me wise and teach me the difference between right and wrong. Then I will know how to rule your people." Solomon went on to write most of the book of Proverbs, which is full of verses like this. "Get wisdom and get understanding. It's much better to get wisdom than gold." Solomon was known as the wisest king that ever lived. God gave Solomon wisdom, and great insight, as measureless as the sand on the seashore. People of all nations came to listen to Solomon's wisdom. God makes wisdom available to you and me. No matter how full of wisdom you think you are, there's always room for more. Solomon, God replied, I'm pleased that you asked for this. You could have asked to live a long time or to be rich, or you could have asked for your enemies to be destroyed. Instead, you asked for wisdom to make right decisions. So I'll make you wiser than anyone who has ever lived or ever will live. I'll also give you what you didn't ask for. You'll be rich and respected as long as you may live, and you'll be greater than any other king. If you obey me and follow my commands as your father David did, I'll let you live a long time. I don't know of anyone who wouldn't want a life like this. What about you? The great news is that we can, simply by daily and consistently applying God's freely available wisdom to our lives. Have you ever had to make a decision between what you want and what you know is best? Wisdom is crying out to you. Choose me. God's word gives us wisdom for life.
The book of Proverbs is full of wisdom, and it also promises a lot of benefits from applying this wisdom to our lives as well. We're going to be able to have happiness, long life. It promises riches and honor, even promises to get rid of our anxiety and help us feel stress-free. So we are pretty wise to ask God for this wisdom, and we can do that by daily and consistently reading God's word and finding this wisdom. And guess what? No matter how much wisdom you learn, you can never be too full of it. You can be never too full of wisdom, so that there's always room for more. So, can't wait to see you guys next week. We're going to talk more about the book of Proverbs. See you then.